you kind of view like preseason games? I feel like maybe it's different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do you feel like it's helpful to kind of get that live action before the season starts?
I feel like that's a setup question.
No, yeah, I'm not
I just playing. No. I mean, it's cool to get in there and get a little work in now and then. I mean, last year we didn't have preseason games. I feel like it was all right, but we got preseason this year. Whatever Sean's plan is, then that's what we do. I mean, It is what it is.
You don't feel the need like you have to get in there and play. Like if you didn't play, you'd be okay.
If I didn't play, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at all.
That's kind of what I was getting.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Alvin, I know you're not going to rank the quarterback candidates for us, but just in general, whoever is named the starter, how confident do you feel that both these guys are ready to sort of keep this thing rolling and won't take a long time to have to settle into the job?
Yeah, at that point, you don't got no choice. Once week one come, whoever the starter, we got to roll. And I think camp is so strenuous and so I think it's like sometimes it's an overload because there's so much information and there's so many things that you got to digest and kind of have in your arsenal. Whereas during the season, it's so much more detailed and we're game plan specific and it's you're playing another team. When we're in camp, I mean, you're liable to see everything and have to pull everything out from the playbook. It might be we're on install 10 now. We might have to go back to install 1 and it's a lot going on. Not to say that they can't do it, but I mean it's a lot to have on your plate. But both of them, they're embracing it. They're doing what they have to do every day to get better. I mean, some days are better than others. Some days it's a learning. I mean, it's a learning experience. But I think they're having fun with it and they're just competing. Both of them showing what they got. So
I'm going to ask you about each one to be equal opportunity. With Jameis, in what ways do you realize? Oh yeah, this guy was a starter for.
I've been saying.
Obvious.
Yeah, I've been saying that though. I mean, you don't do what he did in this league by accident. Like there's no you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's too high level. It's too high level competition to be able to just come in and be like, oh, I just threw for 5,000. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So, I mean, I have the ultimate respect for Jameis. Period. Like that's just point blank now. Coming in and not really having the reps last year, sitting behind Drew and not having that experience. I mean, it just is what it is. You can't kind of. It's hard to get better when you don't have the reps. Those in-game reps and I mean just the practice reps. So what he's been able to do this camp is, I mean, get in there, get the reps, get the the preseason experience, and run with the ones and really kind of show what he got and show his talent. So it's definitely. I don't think his talent ever left. I mean, it's just opportunity. So he has opportunity now.
And then with Taysom, I think a lot of people love to say, "Oh, he's not an NFL quarterback."
I mean,
be so dismissive.
Yeah.
What are they missing about?
I mean, you got to look. You got to look at Taysom's track record. I mean, he's come in and started for us in one game. I mean, he showed he can function and executing this offense. It's different when you got a competition going on. I mean, because for so long it was Drew. Those guys knew they weren't playing. But now it's like, all right, Jameis and Taysom, they're going head-to-head battling. So, I mean, there's pressure there when you trying to get that starting job. And you got to, it's like everything got to be right, everything got to be perfect. But, I mean, with Taysom, I think he's calm. He gets in there, he executes his assignment. And he just, he got a certain level of poise about him to where, he's done it before in this offense. And, I mean, he got confidence in that, so.
Would your role be significantly different with each guy? Like, would you have a different? I mean, with Taysom or with Jameis?
I know Jameis said he can run better than Taysom, but with Taysom, I mean, he has that. It's that threat of him taking off at any point and going. So with me, I'm like, dang, you could have gave me the ball, I could have ran, but I think it's just subtle nuances of where my role kind of shifts and changes with each quarterback, but in the grand scheme of things, I mean, I'm just there to help. So whatever they need, whatever my role needs to be for them to make their job easier, that's what I'm gonna do.
Have they not given you a fair enough shot at the job?
They haven't at all. They didn't. I didn't know off-season talk on me within the quarterback battle. Nothing. Nothing. No ESPN hot takes. Nothing. So I mean, I'm keeping my arm hot. I'm trying to see if both of them want to retire or do something. I'll be there. I'll be all right. I'll throw a 9 on too for Drew. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if Sean would just, you got to open your eyes sometimes and be realistic about what's going on. I know you got Jameis, I know you got Taysom on the roster, but it's like he feels like he prides himself on finding diamonds in the rough. So if we're being honest,
Yeah. Look at that, and then third contract, you make that QB money.
exactly that's what I'm saying. This is I see what's going on. I don't want to be greedy because I got a little bit, but cereal money coming in the good. Cereal milk is good. Juice money is good. All that's good. But quarterback is nothing like that quarterback money.
Isn't the offense going to kind of run through you anyway?
Yeah, I mean, the toss passes, all that. But we haven't put any of those in. We ain't reached that install yet. I don't know where that install is at. I'm waiting. I guess they don't want me to hurt Jameis and Taysom's feelings because, that's kind of what I do.
What's it been like seeing Quez kind of run with this opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, that's my little bro, man. We went to school together at Tennessee, so even last year seeing him step into his role and kind of embrace it and get better as the weeks went on was like it's like me watching my little brother grow up or something. But me and him talk a lot, and I think he's stepping into it and embracing and understanding the fact that a lot is expected of him because he's looked at as a playmaker now, and he knows that, and he's just finding ways to kind of deal with that and work hard and keep getting better every day, not just on the field, but off the field mentally, like with his routine and just everything that goes into being an elite professional athlete. So, I mean, I think he gets it and he's ready. He's definitely ready. I don't got an issue with Quez. I don't think he needs a rah-rah speech or anything. He know what to do.
And what do you think about Tony Jones' performance last week?
Who?
Tony Jones, the running back.
Tony works hard as anybody, in our room and on the team, man. And I think with him, everything is about embracing opportunities, and stepping into opportunities and making the most of them. And I think he knows that. And whenever he has an opportunity, I mean, he shines. I hate to pat him on his back. He had that fumble, and I was mad about that. I said it erased everything. But I mean, he looked great, man. And I mean, he did a lot this offseason to change his body and kind of upgrade his level of play from last year to this year. And anytime you go from you see a young player do that, I mean, it matters to him. So that's what my biggest thing was. It mattered to him. He took the time to get better and hone his skills, and it's showing during this camp. I mean, the whole camp he been doing his thing. He been balling. Yep.
Thanks, Alvin.
So.
Hey, guys, thank you.